Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is good old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Volunteers will kick it off to get us underway. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So Appalachian State's return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball on quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Golden. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Gets it out fast. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On second down, they'll take to the air. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Buys a little time. Turns it on at midfield. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, running back on the move. He breaks a tackle. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will take the field for the first time. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these two star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these two dudes on the field. They're two of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. They're like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some split screens, and we're going to see who had more catches, who had more yards. We're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Gets away. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations. Get rid of the football.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. The expressway is wide open. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown ball. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Getting set for the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah.
And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking to move it through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Now they'll run the draw. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Mountaineers look to keep this drive humming. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down, get the conversion, move the sticks.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Fires to the big fella.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Feeling some heat. Gets open down the middle. And he's running in the open. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Appalachian State. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And the Volunteers pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Off the play fake on first down. Makes his connection. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Mountaineers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what are the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, App State.
Now, after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
On second down, looking again to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Wolf. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Give to the back. Still running at the 40. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right, you see that blocking and all the holes open up. That's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. The give headed toward right tackle. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Vols send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Finds a man on the right. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, App State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. He finds his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. They're going to run it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Toss sweep to the right. At the 35, he's open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
QBs that can run completely change your game. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
3rd down play from the gun. Got it behind the line. It's Wolf. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. The Volunteers will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
They'll start this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the misfire, it's second down. On the ground, it's Golden. Running with power. Not much room to run. Give him one to the 7.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here tonight.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you've got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown lap.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteer! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Georgia Tech is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in the ATL for some time. They're up by 21 over the Pandas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator to pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Getting some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got his man. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. 6th play of the drive coming up. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Makes the grab down the middle. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. This dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48. He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
From the red zone, looking for a man. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's looking for an open man on second down. Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Attempt to try. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown and get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle. It's golden. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure, and I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to get a few extra yards here.
Grabbed in the middle. It's golden. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we are just about ready to go in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Wants to throw on first down. Works the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Now on second down. Here's the handoff. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Try to get it to the edge. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. You got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. It's first down from the 11. In the red area, it's Wolf. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught behind the line. It's Wolf. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown ball!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Jacksonville State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Quick pass on the fly motion. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. The give to the tailback. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give to the back. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Uncorks it. Got his man to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got his man across the middle. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Mountaineers are in the hurry up. Trying to find his man on first down. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Got to make sure they're sound in protection. They had one blocked earlier. The field goal is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, probably you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Off play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the Vols get enough for the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
And that pass picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Looking for a productive play on first down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, it's an unfortunate drop by the tight end there, and he's a guy they just have not been able to get him involved in this football game. We're here in the second half, and this guy still doesn't have a catch.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Caught in the backfield. It's Golden. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly complete. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. They're setting up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. He leaves it with his back. Got room at the 35. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection. A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on 3rd down. Finds a spot in the middle. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. The Vols are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They get him down after he makes the catch.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
That keeps the score at stake. 31, Tennessee. 28.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Line gets set. 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Wolf. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
2nd and very short here for the offense. Give to the running back. Dances away from the D. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads can call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteers! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
That makes the score. Tennessee 35, Penn State 31.
kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He makes the connection. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
He wants to pass it on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The Mountaineers are on the move. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Golden. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking to go up top on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Offense gets set for second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turn. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's got it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
It's simple play, simple gain. Get that first down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
Right back to the well. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wants to pass. He caught it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Now second and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Mountaineers! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points there, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. A first down for the offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
To the ground. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Pressure coming. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. And the Mountaineers will punt it away on fourth down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you put yourself in position to pull this. Going over the top. And he hauls it in at the 30. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Tennessee. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
They might want to consider driving this one through on the ground, get him to touch it, and get that clock running. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Going up top on first down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, you look at the clock, we've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.